call this meeting to order. Is mic on? Yep. Barren County Fiscal Court, December 16, 2025, 9 a.m. Please call roll.
Jeff Botts.
Here.
Eric Pettigo.
Here.
Tim Durham.
Here.
Tim Coomer.
Here.
Marty Kinslow.
Here.
Ronnie Stinson.
Here.
Brad Gross.
Here.
Judge Byrd.
Here. Today, the invocation is Tim Coomer, District 4.
Let's pray. Dear Heavenly Father, we come to you today, Lord, just thanking you for all your many blessings that we receive each day. Thank you for allowing us to get up and come today, Lord. We just want to be more thankful. It seems like we should be every day, but this time of year, we know we have a lot of people that's going to be spending their first Christmas without one of their loved ones or their friends. We just ask you to just hover over them and give them some protection, Lord. And Lord, I just ask that this time of year that we ask people to look to the positive side of things for a while.
Amen.
There's so much negativity in this country and this community and social media that we just ask for a while. Just I pray for those people that are so negative and always not looking at any of the positive. We are so blessed in this community, in this country. Lord, we just pray that people will remember the reason for the season and just be with us and give us wisdom to make great decisions for this county. We ask this in your blessed name. Amen.
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 Please stand up for the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Well, welcome today, all of our visitors. Helena, don't let me forget you. Let me get your card for you, Lee. I know that you're excited about that. So, yes, can't wait. I don't have any announcements today. There's no events other than just Christmas, and I'll just reiterate what Mr. Coomer said in his prayer, is that, just to remember, check on your neighbors and people around you, because Christmas is a wonderful time if you're surrounded by those you love, and Christmas is a very hard time for people that have lost loved ones or that don't have people around. So check on your neighbors, and remember, that's what Barren County is about. It's a wonderful community. And I do think that we are so blessed, I'll reiterate that again, to live in this community. I wouldn't want to raise my children anywhere else, and I'm very thankful for everyone in this community. So, need to do the adoption of the orders of the day. I need a motion to do the adoption of the orders of the day.
Motion.
Motion by Botts. Second by Pettigo. Was that you?
Yes.
Okay. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed. Motion carries. Okay. We need to approve the resolution for Tate EDF grant application. Before we do a motion and second, this was submitted to me yesterday by Maureen in the Economic Development office to say that this is the Tate, the new industry coming to Barren County. They are applying for it's like a workforce grant, not from here. It's from Frankfurt, but they have to apply through an entity, a government entity, and they are applying through us. We would become a pass-through if they were selected to receive this workforce grant from the Economic Development Cabinet in Frankfurt. We have nothing to do with it other than just basically allowing them to pass this application through our office. This is also the opportunity to hire 400 individuals right here in Barren County. So, motion, please. Motion by Gross. Second by Stinson. Any discussion? Yeah, there's no tax dollars associated, local tax dollars to this program at all, so to make sure that is noted as well. So, anything else? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. Another adoption of the orders today. We need to make I need the approval to write the check to City of Glasgow for $63,332.84 for their portion of the fees collected for the home inspection office. So that is their portion of the housing inspection fees that are brought in. I will note that our fees have increased a lot through that program with expanded jurisdiction, and that is their portion because we all split the bills for that process. They pay for the plan reviewer in that. So
I'll make
Next.
that motion,
Okay,
Judge.
motion by Coomer.
Second that.
Second by Botts. Any discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. Next, Barren Metcalf E911 check for $13,788.84. These are the funds that are collected through your landline fee for 911, coming from the SCRTC bill, correct? Yes. Is there anything else? Okay, I need a motion second to write that check. Motion by Durham. Second by Stinson. Any discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. Is there any more, is there any more orders of the day that I don't have? Okay, then the contract for search and rescue, yes. We need to approve the contract for the search and rescue grant. They were awarded $10,023 for a thermal imaging drone. Again, this is a grant. We're just approving the contract to be signed. I need a motion and second. Motion by Stinson. Second by Gross. Any discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. All right. We got through those orders of the day. Now do we need to approve the minutes of December 2nd, 2025?
Motion.
Motion by Pettigo.
Second.
Second by Potts. Any discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. I will say an announcement-wise, I don't know if anybody went to our parades, but I know I've seen a lot of our magistrates there and people, but in this room, and I mean, Helena's been at all of them. We've had people from the sheriff's department there. Marcus and Jamie were my key supporters in that, helping me get through all those, and the magistrates that rode with me. And but not just for us, but if you did not just be in the parade, but go to the parades to see how impactful they were. There were people lined up nonstop from beginning of Glasgow High School till the end. I mean, now it goes down to Glasgow Baptist Church, the parade does, but it is a huge parade, the Glasgow parade is. Funny story about Pettigo, I give him and Comer a hard time. I told him to bring candy. They walked up with a couple bags. I had to be frugal with those few bags until we got to the end. I gave him a hard time about it, but it was fun. But guess what we did? We got to the end, right? We did get to the end this year with candy. That's the first time that we've ever been able to get to the end with candy. I mean, I've been buying candy for like 3 months to make sure we had candy to have that done. So, but going back to that, but then the Park City Parade was moved this year for the first time to Saturday, the second Saturday, and that was a wonderful parade. And then the Cave City Parade was huge, wasn't it, Helena? It was huge. The amount of people that were there, and the amount of the parade floats that were in it. So, wonderful community, all three cities, and it's huge. It's a continual celebration. So, I will say, if you've not participated in those parades, please make sure you got to sign up quick, because the Glasgow parade sells out. So, or not sells out, but the spots are sold. So, okay. Next, any more other announcements? Marcus, you're my person I go to on the announcements. We're good. All right. Okay. Next. Oh, I do need to make the announcement, Helena, about tomorrow. The county offices here will be closed from, what did we say, 10:45 to 1:15, basically to allow people to get there. That is for the county Christmas lunch that is paid for outside of county and tax dollars. It's paid for privately, and that's something we give back to our community, or to our community of workers here in Barren County, and it is a wonderful event. And the next thing, the county offices will be closed on Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, December 23rd, 24th, and 25th. And then we're closed on January 1st and 2nd. So the county offices will be closed. And so for tax purposes, if you need to pay your tax bills, you can still pay that tax bill on December 31st. We will be open that day. Because I had some people call me sometimes last time when we were closed that day. So make sure we will be open through December 31st this year. Anything else? All good? Okay. Next. Okay. Reports. County Judge Executive. We need to approve the county monthly financial report for November 2025.
Motion.
Motion by Pettigo.
Second.
Second by Durham. Any discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. Need to approve the county attorney monthly settlement report for November 2025. I need a motion second.
I'll make the motion.
Motion by Kinslow, second by Gross. Any discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. County Clerk. Need to approve the County Clerk month, November 2025 fee report subject to audit. Need a motion and a second.
Motion.
Motion by Durham, second by Stinson. Any discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. Need to approve the County Clerk October 2025 excess fee report. Need a motion and a second.
So move.
Motion by Coomer.
Second.
Second by Gross. Any discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. Need to approve the County Clerk 2026 fee budget. Need a motion and a second.
Motion.
Motion by Botts, second by Pettigo.
Yes.
Any discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. Need to approve the Sheriff's November 2025 fee report subject to audit. Need a motion and second.
Motion.
Motion by Stinson.
Second.
Second by Durham. Any discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. Need to approve the Sheriff's 2026 fee budget. I need a motion and second.
Motion.
Motion by Kinslow.
Second.
Second by Coomer. Sorry, Gross, he got you. Any discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Approved. Okay. Let's see, now we're up to the department reports and committee reports. Mr. Gibson, corner.
Good morning, Court.
Morning.
Barren County Coroner's Office, I'm proud to say, has had a record low month for the month of November.
I can't wait.
We've had 7 death investigations for November, and, you know, I've got records back to the end of 1972, probably the lowest month ever that we have records on. All were natural deaths, and, hey, that makes me happy. You know, I'm probably the only one that hopes we don't do nothing. December, we have had 2 death calls. So we're going to hang on to that, get through the holidays. I know it's hard on, like you said, people that have lost loved ones, and you're always in our prayers. Any questions?
Thank
Merry
you.
Christmas.
Thank you. Knock on wood.
Merry
Knock on-
Christmas.
you knock on
Yes.
wood. Thank
God
you.
bless.
Okay. Next, County Clerk.
Morning. All right, y'all. Merry Christmas, almost. I'm excited to see each of you tomorrow at the county Christmas party. My staff and I, we celebrated a couple weeks ago, and just to back Jamie on the Christmas parades, I haven't posted anything. I'm always behind on my social media, but we had a great time. My employees and some of their children joined me at the Glasgow parade, and we spelled all the words correctly. I'm just saying that for John Birdwell. If you all know, you know. If you remember,
That's
you
okay.
remember, yeah. And Jamie's died right now. I hope somebody tells John I said that. We did a license plate to go with the theme, and the girls all loved it. We had a big time, and then of course, Park City and Cave City this past weekend. It's always great fun to be in the other communities and see all the faces and the children. I love it. So, as far as the office goes, filings are still coming in. You have until January the 9th. Don't forget, if you plan to run for office, come in and pick up those papers and file. I feel like we're still a little slow as far as filings go, so I hope folks get on in there. Don't forget party changes. You have until the 31st of December if you want to change your party. We've seen lots of party changes happening, especially over the last month. So if you know someone that wants to change their party to be able to vote a certain way in the primary, and I think you all would probably know if you live in Barren County which way that's going to be, then encourage them to get in the office and get that taken care of, or you can go online at govote.ky.gov. Govote.ky.gov. You can change your party online from anywhere, so you don't have to come in the office. If you want to view the filings, make sure you take a look at our website, barren.countyclerk.us, or just Google Barren County Clerk. We have those filings updated every day on our homepage. There's a link to take you to the candidate filings, so you can see if you want to just take a look and see who all's filed in Barren County, take a look. It'll take you to the state's link if you want to see who's filed across the state. If you got buddies in other counties, you can take a look there. So we are open on the 31st. As Jamie said, that's not one of our holidays. So December 31st, we are open. Now, if things are super slow, there's a chance I might be generous and we might close early, but we are open, and I probably won't leave. I'll probably still be there. So just know if somebody needs to change the party, come on in and get that taken care of. If you haven't been in the office, which some of y'all may not have been this week so far, but take a look at the vault. We had the floors stripped and waxed over the weekend. They are beautiful. I've been here 7 years now, and they have not been done in 7 years. We had the money in our budget, and we took advantage of that because some of my girls that have been there, my 20-year people, they don't remember the last time those were done. So it was definitely something that needed to be done, and they need to be maintained just, you know, to take care of the building. So they look great. I'm super proud of that. The closures, again, next week, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, we are closed, and then the 1st and 2nd we're closed. So we're basically following the state's holiday schedule. I know that's weird to be closed on January 2nd, but the computer system will be down. So that's why we'll be closed on on January 2nd. But don't forget, there is a grace period if you know folks that are waiting for that Christmas money to come in from Santa Claus to come and pay their, to renew their car tags. You do have a 5-day grace period, so we'll see you that following week. Just to let you know what we're giving to the county for November excess fees, it's just over $149,000. Let's see, year-to-date excess fees is just over $1.4 million. So we're above $128,000 above what we the end of November of 24. So we're just doing the best down there. So hope y'all have a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, and thanks for what you do. I really appreciate this court. I tell folks all the time, you've been one of the best to work with. I'm really proud of y'all and the support that not only you've given to myself and other elected officials, but to the employees of Barren County. It means a lot. We couldn't do what we do without you.
Thank you.
Any questions for me?
Thank you.
All right, Mr. Shirley.
Morning, Ford.
Morning.
All right, for the month of November, our road crews traveled 119.2 miles. They picked up 664 bags of trash, 53 tires, 29 wildlife, and we put in 5,128 inmate hours. So it brings us a total through November for the year of traveling 1,323 miles, picking up 7,438 bags of trash, 511 tires, 194 wildlife, and they have put in 60,040 hours of inmate labor. At $15 an hour, it's a savings to the county of $900,600. We also, for the month of November, we booked in 243 people. We released 235. At the current moment, we've got 77 state inmates, 56 Barren County inmates, 29 Monroe County, 15 Metcalfe, 2 Allen, and 2 Warren. Any questions for me, Court? Thank you.
Awesome.
Thank you.
All right, next up, Parks and Rec Department. Mr. Jennings? All good. Not playing ball out there at 10-degree weather? Not today. Yeah. Hey, it's supposed to be 50. I have seen that on Christmas Day. Wow. Okay, Parks and Rec then. All good. Road Department, Mr. Groff. Which the 50-degree weather would be wonderful, right? For Christmas. Yes.
Good morning, Court.
morning.
Happy holidays to all of you. Yeah, I think Old Man Winter's going to be here a little early this year. Maybe not later this week, but we've already fought snowflakes and roads and stocked up with salt. Last new dump truck has come in, and I want to thank the court. The equipment I have to work with now compared to 3 years ago, game changer. I mean, hope we don't have to use the plows, but we're ready. I mean, got the equipment. With that being said, both mowers right now, done mowing grass, different sides of the county mowing trees back, cleaning out around culverts. fixing potholes, that's a never-ending job too, with the way the weather changed. The boys are run today, so that's kind of where we're at. So, thank y'all, Court.
Yeah, you do a great job. I will say this, I met with some individuals this week in agriculture, and met with Eugene Might and Billy Beckham, and just talking about how great the road department has done in regards to making sure that those that our dairies in Barren County are able to be accessed for them, and they said it's been the best that they've ever had. Honestly, they were praising you like no other, so I just want you to know that. Next. Sheriff.
Good morning, Court.
Morning.
Hope everyone is well. On our side, our CADs are a little under 6,000 according to dispatch, so we're running a little behind average, which, hey, that's great. I said I wasn't going to take any new customers, so hey, things are looking up.
Yeah.
We've collected pretty sure about 89%, 88% of the taxes, so we still got 10 to 11% to collect for a total of 36 million. So we've got a big majority of it. We were waiting on Mr. Coomer to put his in.
Still working
Yeah,
on it.
he's working on it.
But other than that, everything's running pretty normal. Little PSA we put out yesterday, obviously the Christmas season, just to remind people who are shopping, whether it be here in Glasgow or other cities. There's people out there that like to acquire your gifts and presents and things of that nature. So please, while you're shopping, keep your car locked. Put those gifts in the trunk if possible, if your vehicle has a trunk, so they're obscured, they're not seen. It's handy to talk to neighbors or family members about packages being delivered. I think the Postal Service made an announcement this morning that either today or tomorrow is the last day that you can order stuff and have it shipped before Christmas. But just keep an eye on your deliveries. If you're Amazon, whatever it may be there to pick them up or have neighbors pick them up. So we haven't had a lot of those things in Barren County, but we're not exempt either from people taking packages off porches and things like that. So just that simple public service announcement. Be aware of your season. So we hate to do that, but it's just one of the things that we live with, to be aware of your surroundings and your house and gifts and cars and all those things. Okay.
I would say wonderful job too. And I think some of your guys also, were on call that evening as well for the parades and everything. I mean, Glasgow PD had somebody at every corner of that parade. I mean, they had cars blocking streets. Excellent job.
Yep.
Excellent job.
Thank you.
Yep. Yep.
All right. Any questions for me?
Is that 89% of the total money expected, or the bills sent out, the money?
89% of the total that we can collect. So out of $36 million being total, we've collected 89% of it.
Yeah.
Not really.
No, that's about right.
No, it's about normal. It's a little under norm, honestly, Brad. We're a few percentages. Last year, we were a few percentages ahead of that mark at this time. So, and I don't have to go over the schedule again. Helena covered it about the 31st and all that business. So we'll have 3 tax-paying days. Correct me if I'm wrong, Jamie. Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, because Wednesday's on the 31st. Is that right? December.
Is that the way? Yes.
Okay, so Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday.
After Christmas, yes.
Right, will be a tax collection day at face value for the month of December, because that close out on the 31st. And yes, we are open. Okay, any questions, comments from the court? Awesome. See you. Merry
Thank
Christmas.
you. Merry Christmas. Okay, Administrative Budget Committee, Mr. Kinsler, we did have a meeting. Go ahead.
Yeah, we met yesterday.
Why did you turn your mic up?
Mike.
Thank you. I did turn it off. Yeah, we met here yesterday at 4. All the committee members were here. Mr. Gross and Mr. Botts and myself. Judge Byrd was there, Garland, the treasurer, Amanda. And then we had a guest yesterday, Barry Key, from BK Technologies. And the reason he was there, our contract with them needs to be renewed. It's coming to an end. And this is an area that I'm over my head in. And I was glad that he was here yesterday to explain in detail and answer our question. Anyhow, the gist of it is we're looking at doing a new package, which just means different coverages that they look for to monitor all of our systems. And we're actually, what he has proposed, we'll be getting more services from them, more monitoring, if you will. And basically, it's almost the same price. What we came up with is $1,666.20 a month, $1,666.20 a month. That's only about $40 more than what we're already paying, but we're getting more out of it. And anyhow, after we discussed that yesterday, Mr. Gross made a motion that we accept it. Bott seconded it, and we passed it in committee. So I would like to make that motion today here that we go with BK again under the new terms. I'll make that motion.
All right, there's a motion on the floor to accept the BK, extend the BK, what's their, BK Technologies?
Technologies.
BK Technologies agreement with the county servicing, it's 24/7 access for us to, if there are any issues with IT. And also within that agreement also is our reoccurring commitments to cover, like the payments on our emails, which are .gov, our website, which is .gov, our servers. Am I leaving anything out technology-wise that I'm not thinking about? Yeah, just basically those things, yes. Okay. And that's not just for this office, and that's for the entire county except for the jail has their own agreement with them, and then PVA, and then Helena does her own thing too. You don't do, yeah. Yeah. I'm just saying it covers everybody except for county clerk, jail, which PVA is separate from us anyway. So, yeah. Okay. So there's a motion on the floor.
Second.
Second on the floor by Gross. Discussion. Okay.
Judge,
Yep.
my only concern, I think they do a great job, but I don't like the idea of having a 2-year contract. We could possibly have a new administration. I don't understand why we can't just do a 1-year contract, and I know that would be my only reason for a no vote. I think it should be just going through the end of
Yeah, and I agree with that. The first time we set it up was a 2-year, just because of when we first came in. I mean, we had to. I mean, you remember we had to. There was.
Right.
It was kind of just trying to get everything moving, and there was a lot of transfers stuff, so we had to get that in place. And then also we've had a lot of development with the new buildings and all those new things that had to happen. So. The reason why I think they just set it up as a 2-year was because of the first one was the 2 years. I don't think I can ask them to do the 1 year, but I think they had set it up. But here's something they did say yesterday. Didn't they say that, no, you weren't here. Were you here for that? Yeah, it was a 30-day, like if we're not happy with them, like example, if there was change, you have a 30-day exit clause.
Yeah,
Well,
we cannot
you had to have
have-
a reason, and if you read the contract, it can't just be that you decide not to use
Well, I mean,
them.
honestly, the reason could just be, that you aren't happy with their services, basically.
I don't
Yeah.
think so. If you read the,
Yeah,
it's what?
you have to pay a month, right?
Well, there's fees, termination fees you guys need to be aware of, which it's right there in the language, and there's nothing unusual about it, and also, there's licenses that can't just be terminated that they do with Microsoft. That's taken into consideration, so, just something to be aware of if you decide that at some point you have to terminate for any reason. That's all.
So I will say this, I know that Microsoft, for your all's computers, that agreement ends in February, so we're terminating that, which will save, how much was it? It was like yeah, it was $100 and some a month, so that will reduce the bill. So I know that's what he's talking about in that. Like, you'll still be responsible for the server fee, not for them, and that's just paying for the server, if that makes sense.
I just don't
So,
see
yeah.
a problem in doing, and I'd like to make a motion to amend I don't know if that's how I need to do it, to a one-year contract. How do I need to do that? But I know it probably won't pass, but I don't.
Well, I think what can happen is the judge executive can on her own ask them to simply, ask them to do a 1 year and just reintroduce it back to the court
In 1 year.
for a 1 year. I mean, you can make a motion to amend it, we can scratch it and put 1 year, but I mean, it doesn't have to be done that way. It's however you guys want to do it. Either way's right. I mean,
Well, we have to vote on it, either way.
correct. So, I mean, yeah, it might be better to do a vote now just to see if everybody's on board with doing a 1 year, or you might have the votes just to, not to do it, and just keep it as a 2 year.
Which would be fine, I just feel better if
I understand, yeah.
Okay, so does he have a motion on the floor? Is that what we're saying?
to amend the motion to a one-year
So
contract.
how do you do that? I'm just making sure I'm doing that right, though, with the current motion on the floor to do the approval,
Well, to approve it, I mean, yeah, he would make a motion
to amend.
amend the contract itself to do a 1 year, and then you're back to,
Okay.
the original motion was to approve the contract.
Okay. Okay, so there's a motion on the floor to amend the contract to a 1 year agreement. So do I have a second?
Second.
Okay, was that Petty go? Yes. Okay. So there's a second on the floor. Is there any discussion? Okay, so all in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed?
No.
Okay, so was that 2? So it basically was 5 to 2?
I've got a no.
Okay, so that was 4 to 3, correct? Durham, were you a yes? No, I was a no. You're a no. Okay, so then it was 3 yeses.
We have a roll call vote.
Yeah, we,
Do roll call. Okay, roll call vote.
Make sure Reese agrees.
Yeah, roll call vote on the motion to adjourn, to amend the contract from a 2-year to a 1 year. I'm good either way.
Jeff Botts?
No.
Derek Pettigo?
Yes.
Tim Durham? No. Tim Coomer?
Yes.
Marty Kinslow?
no.
Ronnie Stinson?
No.
Brad Gross?
No.
Okay, so then that motion fails. So now we go back to the motion on the floor to approve the extension of the contract with BK Technology. So we'll do a roll call vote on that. You see what I'm saying?
This is the
Yeah.
original motion.
No, this is back to the original motion. Yeah, you see what I'm saying? So we're not, there's nothing being changed. We're going back to that original motion. You're voting right now to approve the proposed extended agreement with basically, it's the same thing basically with more securities, basically.
Well, we don't have but one,
Yeah.
the way I understand it, we don't have any but one bid that's ever turned in on this, is that correct?
Well, what they're actually bidding is the service, the things that's within this contract. Basically, whoever you pass it on to, if anybody else did it, you'd have those same fees. Does that make sense? Because you're going to have to pay for a server, you're going to have to pay for your emails, you're going to have to pay for the website hosting, you're going to have to pay for those things. So you're really, if you bid it, you're bidding the service, which is that 24/7 service. And that amount on top of those reoccurring expenses is less than the $5,000 amount per year. So you technically don't have to get any other bids. Does that make sense? I mean, I've done some research into it because I asked what would be our reoccurring without even the additional service part of it. And the reoccurring would be basically the majority of the bill. Does that make sense? Because you're going to have to pay it no matter who takes over that bill, because he's charging us for that. Like, he's charging us for the servers and the emails and all that stuff, and he's charging us what he's being charged. Like our Microsoft monthly fee, we have that on our bill from him. There's no upcharge. We will have those bills, whether we use BK Technology or not, because we have to have those. Like, you have to have servers to back up your data. You have to have your emails. You have to have your website. So you're going to have those bills no matter what. So really what you'd be bidding out is someone to offer the 24/7 service. That's it. Does So you mean, it's less than the $5,000, that part of it.
I've got a comment. We
Yeah.
had a meeting, an hour and a half yesterday, our committee. We went over all this, and we thought, as far as answering Mr. Coomer or concern on the 2 years, we thought it was very important. I know that it's going to be a new court coming in, but we thought that role, just like the county treasurer, would really need to be established for that next year for whoever comes in, because we thought that was pretty important. Maybe we were wrong, but we discussed all this an hour and a half yesterday in the committee. We all unanimously voted to do this, so we were just hoping that we have these committee meetings and we iron all this stuff out, that we
Yeah.
could just get it through.
Okay,
Yeah,
roll,
and I would like to
Yeah.
add also that the other benefit to doing the 2 years is we get a guaranteed price. If we only do a 1 year, next year, it could go up. He mentioned yesterday that gives us price protection for 2 years, which I believe it needs to be considered.
I'll say my decision was affected by the difference in what we have to pay. That's the automatic pay for those items that they're charging exact what that pay is. Does that make sense? So like we're paying for our server, and that's what we'd have to pay anybody. So that was honestly, and they've been great about if we need things 24/7. I mean, they're if you have a problem with your computer, they're hopping in online immediately. So, I mean, I have no problem with them. It doesn't matter to me either way on the
Can
1
I
year or
call
2
for
year.
a
It does
vote?
not matter to me.
Can I call for a vote, or what?
Yeah, roll call vote. That's fine.
Well, wait just a minute. I'm still, my concern is, the way I understand it, that we had one person involved in this. And I'm sure we reached out. And
Yeah, I've had other companies come, but their fees, even before we even get into the fine details, are, their fees are higher. Like that 24/7 fee is higher.
I don't want
Yes.
to keep somebody else, from. a
We're
new
not, no.
person. That's the only thing, I mean, I know I said no, but I'm still, I understand what Squire Coomer is speaking of. I mean, if somebody comes in new with a new business that just starts next year, I'd hate to keep them out of the service for another year, just because they've done that. So I'm probably gonna take, I understand, I do like the year better, but because of that. That's the only thing is, I don't want to keep somebody else from being involved in this county and locking this county up for 2 or 3 years at a time. So maybe I am wrong with that.
And again, I'm satisfied with BK. It's nothing against them
No.
at all, but it's just, and it was.
I'm good either way. Let's go ahead and call a roll call.
Derek Pettigo,
No.
Tim Durham,
No.
Tim Coomer,
No,
Marty Kinslow,
Yes.
Ronnie Stinson,
Yes.
Brad Gross.
Yes.
Jeff Botts.
Yes.
Okay. 4-3 vote, that passes. So.
We have a
And,
second on that.
do what?
We have a second on that motion.
Yeah.
A what?
Did we have a second on that motion?
Yes,
Sorry.
yeah. The original, yeah. Yeah, who was the second? Gross. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, next, Marty and your committee.
Yeah, the other item that we addressed yesterday, it wasn't very long. I didn't know that we were going to do this till the last minute, but we had a bid about the grain elevator business that we've been talking about. And we opened the bid in our meeting yesterday, and it was the only one we received, and it was from the company CPC. I know everybody's familiar with them. Anyhow, what they did, they submitted a bid. Now, there wasn't a dollar amount on that because we're not at that point yet. But what they did, they submitted a bid to be the operator of record for the feasibility study of the grain bin storage, is what it was. And we did accept their bid, and we made a motion and voted on it unanimously to accept them. And now it'll go on to the next step, and I'll let Judge Byrd go over that, what that is.
Okay, so let's bring it back up to date. Okay, so the grain elevator project basically is a project that is Barren County only. And we are looking at options to see if the business and option is there to do a grain elevator here in Barren County. And so the first phase of this is a study. So we've been looking at multiple properties along the rail to see where would be best. We have not locked in on anything. That'll be a part of the study as well, the best location to be determined by the study. And then also a potential operator, because the end game in the grain elevator option for Barren County is that it would not be operated by the government. He'll be operated by a private entity. And that private entity would be, that's what we did the RFQ for, to see who would be interested in this. CPC, we sent this out to multiple entities. I had conversations with some of the top grain companies in Kentucky about what we're doing. And so, sent them the packet, and here's where we're at. The operator right now, we sent an RFQ, which is a request for qualifications. That means we want to see if you're even qualified to be the operator. If you have any experience in the industry, can you do this if we were to do this? And so now what will happen is that grain option that has been, the grain elevator operator, which has been submitted as CPC Commodities, they will be our operator in the instance of the study. How will this affect the operations of this? How will it make it be able to be a profitable business and a benefit to our farmers locally? The end game in the grain elevator is to make it beneficial to our farmers, to cut down on logistical costs that they will have taking the corn, soybean to other entities that are farther away from us. The other things to think about is there is no money attached to this, okay? There's nothing. Because right now we're just in the phase of getting to the point of saying, if the study proves that this will work, then we will proceed. Actually, the study will come back to say what size it needs to be, how this needs to be operated, and what kind of contracts needs to be in place. Then you'll come into an agreement of a contract that will be a negotiated contract between the potential operator and the county. If you cannot come to an agreement between that operator and the county, then it's null and void and nothing moves forward. So that's where we're at right now. This is a potential operator for the study to begin, so that the study can use that if this person is the operator, how that will affect the success and operation of the grain elevator in Barren County. That's where we're at. The next phase will be, we will apply for economic development grant funding through the Ag Office. They're given so much money each year now from the state and Senate, so representatives and senators that have allotted them monies to do these things, and we're going to apply for those to begin the study. The study will be done by K-Card. We already have their amount and agreement to pursue. Once we get the message back from the the Ag Economic Development monies, that we are going to get those, we will bring that to the fiscal court and say, we need the approval to begin a study. This is the total amount, and these monies are being given to us by Ag Economic Funds to pursue this. Do you approve? So basically, that's the next step. Once that happens, then we'll do groups, study groups, that will involve farmers, businesses and ag, and it'll involve magistrates as well, to have conversations about the need for a grain elevator in Barren County. I will tell you, I've gotten a lot of messages from farmers that are very excited about this, and not just farmers here in Barren County, but farmers that are traveling through our community to go to other operations. And the goal of this grain elevator is that it will pay the higher end of the two largest grain buyers soybean and corn in the state of Kentucky, so that we allow that to help our farmers to cut down their logistical fees. Is that enough? Did I cover it all? Is anything else? As you can tell, I've had this conversation before, right? So, that's where we're at. So, I need a motion, basically, to approve let me make sure I say it right. We're going to approve the selection that they applied for, that was advertised, as CPC Commodities as the potential operator for the study for the grain elevator in Barren County. What?
I will make that motion.
You didn't make the motion, yeah. So motion by Kinslow. Second by Gross. Discussion.
Do we have a copy of the bid?
Yeah, it's right here. Yeah, and it was open in the committee. I didn't open it. Mr. Kinslow opened it.
Yeah, I opened
Yeah.
it, looked it over.
Yeah, and it's an RFQ, remember this.
I
RFQ,
understand
yeah,
this stuff,
yeah.
But I still don't
Yeah.
like voting on anything. I
Yeah,
don't
you're
see
fine, you're fine.
a bid.
And to explain this, though, but the committee reviewed it, just like you would in the road department committee when you get bids for, those things. It would be like example, like the bid that they received, they opened it at the committee meeting. It is an RFQ. An RFQ is a request for qualification. It is not for a request for bid pricing or anything like that. It's a request for qualifications. That means, does this company have the credibility to do something like this? And they more than are qualified to do this. So,
What's the timeline going to be on this continuing on?
timeline would be, it all depends on, the Ag Economic Committee meets every month. So we've missed this month, so we'll apply in the next month. We're hoping to get that approval by the next month to start the study. When that study gets, going, like I said, we'll have committee meetings, and we'll have, study groups that we'll put out, we'll use our groups of ag businesses to find out who do we need to speak with on this. Large farmers, small farmers. I mean, we have some people in our communities growing 4,000 acres of soybean and corn. I mean, we have huge farming operations here. We have small operations. And so just getting their feedback as to, do you think this will work? What do we need to, what steps need to be done to make it work, and why wouldn't it work? So that's what needs to be done, because the study is key in every bit of this. When the study comes back, if it says, hey, this is going to work, this is the size grain elevator it needs to be, then you get a rough number of costs on that. Then you pursue funds for the design to be done for the grain elevator, and then funds for the construction. But no, the goal in this is that no tax dollars at all from Barren County, local tax dollars would be spent on this at all.
So who would be involved in these research groups?
Well, it'll be basically, large farmers, small farmers, do what? Yeah, for sure. Yeah, just like we did. Was any of you all on the committees for the Ag Expo committee studies? Yeah, Coomer was on that. So yeah, any of y'all that want to be on them, you're more than welcome. Study groups are large and small. It just depends on, they'll split them up into multiple groups. They'll split them up into business, ag business, because that'll be a factor that's a little bit different than what affects the ag business than what affects the farmer. Those kind of be split up. It'll also be split up based upon government. It'll be split, multiple factors. They'll like to split them up. I will tell you that, usually in the studies. Because people talk different in front of different people, so they like to, hear both sides of it.
Yeah, I would like everybody to realize that, I know she briefly mentioned it, we are not looking to be in the grain elevator business.
Nope.
The Barren County Fiscal Court is not and does not want to operate this business. All we're doing is we're trying to facilitate getting it off of the ground. It's really no different than building the spec buildings out here, and then we had to go after businesses who've been there. It's just a different way to do economic development, where government, gives incentives, grease the wheels to get, the ball rolling.
And honestly,
and that's all we're doing on this.
And that was a good comparison. The way to think about that is, this is incentives to get back income to our farmers. truly. So, okay. We'll do a roll call vote.
Tim Durham,
Yes.
Tim Coomer,
Yes.
Marty Kinslow,
Yes.
Ronnie Stinson,
Yes.
Brad Gross,
Yes.
Jeff Botts,
Yes.
Derek Pettigo.
Yes.
So what I'll do, I'll let you all know the schedule of those, basically, the study groups that we put into place, and then you are more than welcome to attend any of those. There's no harm in that, because honestly, a study's going to prove to us whether this is going to work or not. It's not going to work, so I want you all to be a part of that. Okay. Was there anything else, Marty?
No, that got it all.
Okay, got it. Okay, Building and Property Committee, canceled meeting. Mr. Botts, you have anything?
The only thing I just want to make, some of the department heads may be off, but I'm looking at the weather the next couple of weeks. I think we're going to be above freezing, but anybody like the park, make sure you have the heat on if you're all going to be gone a day or two. Maybe turn water off or whatever. Other than that, just make sure you got a little heat going. Thank you.
I like that. Okay, Economic Development Committee canceled. Brad, do you have anything, Mr. Gross?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Emergency Management Solid Waste Committee, meeting canceled. Mr. Stinson, do you have anything? Okay. Jail Committee, meeting canceled. Mr. Durham, do you have anything? Okay. Parks and Rec Committee, meeting canceled. Mr. Pettigo, do you have anything?
No.
Okay, got it. Okay. Next, Transportation Committee, Mr. Kimber, do you have anything?
I think Jamie pretty much went over everything. No, everything's great.
All right, so we're all good on the committees. Got it. Okay. Approve payment of claims as presented. I need a motion and a second.
So moved.
Motion by Coomer, second by Pettigo. Any discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. Need to approve the transfer of funds. I need a motion and a second.
Motion.
Motion by Botts. Second by Durham. Any discussion? All opposed? Or sorry, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. Sorry. I knew what I was going to say, but it was coming out just slow, and it just would not come out. Sorry. Approve appointments to boards and councils as presented. I need a motion and a second. This is for the, yes, so a motion by Gross. Second by Stinson. We're appointing to the Ambulance Taxing District Board. Barry Key is replacing Mr. Why'd I go blank? Mr. Dixon. And Extension Board nominations, Emily Staples and Stephanie Spence are being nominated to the Extension Board. Highsville Cemetery Board, Mary Ruth Jesse is being reappointed. Linda Morrison is being reappointed. And Sandy Ross is being reappointed. All right. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. Okay. Approve the Barren County 2026 holiday schedule. I need a motion and a second.
Motion.
Motion by Pettigo.
Yes.
Second.
Second by Botts. The only difference in this schedule is next year, the way Christmas hits, it's a 2-day holiday, which is the 24th and 25th. Everything else is very similar to this year. Next year, the 31st, it's on a Thursday and Friday, so that'll be the same. It's following the state holiday. Right, Helena, we've matched that up. The state holiday is the same on that. Okay, we got that. Okay. All right. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. Need to approve the Barren County Fiscal Court meeting schedule. I really enjoy this meeting of the first Tuesday, which is a virtual option. And I will say this, EPB, I have had some requests to air that if possible, because we have had, it's about, honestly, I would say more than half each time are in person. So if that's something we can pursue, they have asked me that public-wise, if we can get that on there live. People do enjoy, I guess, watching it live. They don't want to find it online. They've told me that. So that is something I do request. But it's the first meeting is the first Tuesday at 9 o'clock, and the third Tuesday in person required is the Tuesday the third Tuesday. That is our schedule, and if everybody's good with that, I need a motion and a second. Motion by Gross. Second by Durham. I will say this, things are moving so much quicker with this.
I didn't think it would be, it does make a difference.
It does.
Made a big difference.
It does. All right. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. Approve the annual order setting maximum salaries for the county clerk and sheriff deputies and assistants. This is a requirement by the state. I need a motion and a second.
Motion.
Motion by Durham.
Second.
Second by Coomer. Any discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. Need to adopt on the second reading ordinance 701, adopting 2024 S-8 supplemented to Code of Ordinances.
So moved.
Motion by Coomer. Second by Gross. This is a formality where this is posted online, our ordinances. Okay, this is not any new ordinance. Just make sure everyone understands that. So, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. Need to approve the invoice from Carr, Riggs, and Ingram for $6,000 for our audit, which is a private audit. Need a motion second.
Motion.
Motion by Stinson, was that you?
Yes.
Okay.
Second.
Second by Botts. Any discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. Need to approve the invoice from Cleary Construction for $6,733.52. I need a motion and a second.
So moved.
Motion by Coomer.
Second.
Second by Pettigo. Any discussion? This is, we're buying asphalt from them, so, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. Need to approve the invoice from Barren River Area Child Advocacy Center for $10,000. This is our commitment. I don't know if everybody forgot, but they came here last year and requested to increase our commitment to $10,000. And these are the group that helps out children that have been abused, and they do a great job. And they're looking for, spots here in Barren County. We've been trying to help them too. So, that's our commitment is $10,000. We just need to write them our check. So, motion by Durham.
Second.
Second by Gross. Any discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. Need to approve the invoice from Government Utilities Technology Services for $15,895.25. This is for tax. Is this for tax? Yes, tax purposes. Yes. Need a motion and a second.
I'll make the motion.
Motion by Kinslow.
Second.
Second by Coomer. Any discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. Need to approve the invoice from the Joint City-County Planning Commission. This is our portion for $43,095. I need a motion and a second.
Motion.
Motion by Botts.
Second.
Second by Pettigo. Any discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. Need to approve the invoice from KCO U.S. Bank Kentucky pooled checks for $114,310. Need a motion and a second.
Motion.
Motion by Stinson.
Second.
Second by Gross. This is for the, yes, this is the bond for Jackie Browning Park. All right. All in favor say aye. All opposed? Motion carries. I approve the invoice from KCO All Lines Fund for $505,730. This is our liability and for all of it. This is all of our insurance here. Okay. Motion by, who was that? Pettigo?
Second.
Second by Coomer. Insurance just keeps going up. People don't understand that. It's not the companies. It's because of all these disasters that have been going through. This is not, I'm not connected. This is KCO. But I'm just letting you all know this, but it is this is disaster after disaster after disaster. This is the result. Because then it goes back to everybody to help with that part. So just make sure it stands that. So all in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. Okay. Believe me, I tried to fight that. Okay, next. I will say this before we close. One, it's 9:59. We did. Okay. Two, I will say this for the end of the year. It has been a pleasure to serve with each of you all, which is crazy that we are completing the third year in office. It is nuts. I've been going back to when we started to where we've come. I am so proud to work with every individual on each side of me and every person in the crowd. Thank you all for what you do for Barren County. Thank you for leading and being proactive. We have a lot of things that we have changed in the last 3 years in regards to investment in employees, just like Alina said, investment in infrastructure, investment into buildings and facilities for our individuals that do a great job for Barren County every day. So thank you all. And investment in marketing. So thank you. So I think that's it, right? Did that cover it all?
I have something. I
Yes.
thought it would be the right thing to do to, I had made a personal decision not to rerun, and I just wanted the people to know that. I wanted to thank each one that supported me, and I love the court and each one that I've been around, and no major reason other than just family, and got 4 grandkids. I started out doing this with 1. My dad has passed away in the last couple of years, and just a lot of things, and a lot of stress a lot of people don't understand. And Tim brought up in his prayer the negative, and I don't like negative, and we get in a lot of that. My personality's not that way. It's tough up here. Each one of the guys and gals up here, it's tough making these decisions, and in our committee meetings and in all the meetings, and it's just a lot of stress, and I think my calling has been completed. I'll finish out this next year doing the best that I can. Appreciate again, but I wanted the people to know, there's a lot of people, you get the calls and stuff, and, you can go, Helena's brought it up. It's down there. You can go down there and get on the ballot. We get the calls, but some of these people that we get the calls from are not on the ballot, but you got an opportunity to serve here. So I would encourage anyone that wants to do that. But again, I love the court here, the Judge Byrd, the things that I've learned in the last 7 years. There's nothing. I mean, it was a great experience, and I'm not anything negative. It's just a lot of stress here. Nothing against anyone here that made any of these decisions. I support each one that's here. And all the department heads. We have a great staff. How we get it done with the number of people that the sheriff has, Helena probably don't have enough. We know the road department don't have enough people, but we get it done. And I just wanted to make that announcement. You got plenty of time. Anyone that feels led to do this, put your name on there and see what happens. Thank you, Judge, for the opportunity to share this.
Yeah, well, thank you for your service, Mr. Botts. It has been, we're not done serving, so you're not leaving yet. I'm just going to let you know that. You've got 1 more year left. But, I will say this. Mr. Botts brings a lot to the table. Owning a business, you do take a different perspective coming into county government. You know what it takes to invest in employees and making sure that they can do the job that you're setting them up to do, and I know that, and I see that with you and all your decisions. So it's been an honor, and I like I said, you're not going anywhere for years, so
I'll
don't be
be here.
booking any Disney cruises until after the next. No, kid. But no, honestly, Jeff, I do. I've loved working with you, and it's been an honor.
I appreciate it. And you all listen to the podcast that we had. I don't know how you do all that stuff, but she interviewed me. Of course, Brad was in there in the same day, and y'all can listen to that and hear the remarks that I said about our judge. We met, me and my wife, she met us down at the state park when she was running, and she came up with all these ideas. And, I'd had my 4 years under my belt, and I said, there's no way this is going to happen. You listen to the podcast, and it's happened, a lot of stuff. She's got some magic. She has connections, and we've been here to support her. And I tried to do that with the last judge, Judge Hale, when he come up with ideas. The whole county votes for the judge, and the whole county's voting for the sheriff. We only have one little district. So I want to support the judge, whoever the judge is, until they just determine, there's some things that nobody's perfect. But each judge, I think I've done and tried to be balanced. You all know what I'm, listed in, but I try to be balanced. Most of District 1 is a Democratic party, whether you know it or not. Most of the county is Republican. But I tried to be fair with it. I've tried to be both Democrat and Republican. I tried to not see any of that. But some people gets that on their mind, and then you can't get anywhere there. You cannot get anywhere whenever you're just dead strong on one way. So I think I've been fair. So, again, Judge, thank you for what you're doing. We're seeing stuff move, and thank y'all.
Thank you all. Well, Merry Christmas to each of you all and your families. Happy New Year, 2026. Wow. It's just crazy. It's already there. But if you ever need anything, to reach out. But thank you all again. Don't forget Christmas lunch tomorrow for county employees from 11 to 1. And I hope to see everybody there. Is there anything else, magistrates, before we close out?
Happy holidays.
Yeah.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Yes. All right. Next fiscal court meeting is January 6, 2025. I need a motion. Sorry, 2026. Girl, you got to get used to it. 6. Yes. Motion by Durham. I need a second. Second by Gross. Any discussion? All right. All in favor say aye. Aye. All opposed? Being adjourned.